Hey everyone, it's Money Philip here, coming with you with a watch list for Friday, February the 5th. It's about 10 o'clock p.m. on Thursday night. First chart up, Netflix. Now I went over Netflix in the weekly watch list, weekly webinar, I'm sorry, that was held on Sunday. And I had said that, if 90 broke, look for 87. Well, Netflix hit that. And as you can see, Netflix basically came down into this support, tried to fill this little gap right here. Okay, now stocks do fill their gaps way back as well. Anyway, pretty much got what looks like a doji candle right here, even though it is pushed up to the upside. I do like them in the middle, but even if the market is red, I'm looking for Netflix to do its own thing and pretty much bounce now. And it's not to say that Netflix couldn't flush if the market flushes, but I am looking for Netflix to reverse to the upside because it's highly oversold right now. But like I said, that's not to say that it can't come lower, but that's what I'm looking for. So Netflix really has my eye. If it can get back over basically 91, I'll really start watching it at 90. But if it can show me that it can get over yesterday's high, or today's high I should say, I really want to start getting into this one if it gets over 91. So that's my take on Netflix. With that said, be prepared for the market to maybe get dragged down tomorrow for several reasons. You had LinkedIn with horrible results off of its earnings. LinkedIn was down like 50 bucks. It's a big component in the NASDAQ, so it could I really think it's going to help drag it down. We also have unemployment data coming out in the morning. If the market doesn't like those numbers, it can be real ugly tomorrow. Okay, so just be aware of that. Know what news is coming out. Alright, so that was Netflix. Do a quick run through of some charts that I really liked. VRA, I really like this chart right here. Gapped up on earnings, has done its pullback, and now it's running. If this one were to pull back to the ADMA or something like that, I like this one to keep on pushing higher. So keep this one on your watch. You can see what it did here. Beat its earnings, kind of leveled off. We had some dip action right there. Beat its earnings. So I like this one to actually push higher. Okay, next chart, NTCT. NTCT, the thing about this one, it looks like it's ready to go for its next leg lower. So if the market rolls over tomorrow, this was like the first one on my watch. You basically have pretty much like a bear flag, if you want to call it that. Let me do this for you. So that right there. Okay. And you have this and this. Okay. So you got your pole and pretty much your flag. Okay. Market rollover. This one breaks down. There's nothing left, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm on the 3-year weekly right here, and I don't. Yeah, we're already below that anyway. We're below the low of three years. So market rollover. That's top on my list. Next is Dish. Dish has a nice little downtrend going here. Same thing. Flag. Okay. Same thing just like the chart before. Alright. You could probably get this. So we closed at 47.79. That thing was only up 11 cents. Pretty much a doji candle, could go either way. I like it more to the downside than I do to the upside. Okay, so that's Dish. Next, FISV. Okay, FISV. I'm looking for this thing to push to that high right there. Let me check something. Wow, look at that. Boy, that is a beautiful trending chart. This one's going to go on my long-term watch because even through the market turmoil, this thing has still been strong. Okay, even in the month of January, it's been strong. I really like this chart. I hadn't even looked at it on the weekly. So FISV, this one I really like. Any pullbacks or dips, I have to get some of this. But in the short term, I like this one to retest that all-time high or this most recent high and push higher. So that's FISV. Alright, one that's been on a tear that I've alerted a couple of times is Verizon. Verizon came up. This is where I had a trend line drawn. Caught Verizon back down here. Okay, it busted through there and just kept going. Looks like some toppy action going on right here. So watch Verizon for a pullback. Especially if the market rolls over. I mean, this one has been very strong, but even if you look down here at one of my indicators, it's already looking like it's ready to curl back down. So I like for Verizon to pull, a couple of days and then maybe continue higher. Another one you can look at is also T-Mobile. T-Mobile looks like the same thing. Got over all of this right here, got over that one, busted on up. It might be starting to top out as well, but more so I like Verizon even better for a pullback. Okay, and Verizon, yeah, I like Verizon better for a pullback. One of my go-tos, IBM. IBM we had on the weekly webinar as well. I said watch this thing. I think I said watch it somewhere right here, that if it got above that, look for it to fill the gap. Well, today it filled its gap. Okay, didn't close on the highs, but it filled its gap. I'm looking for IBM to resume its downtrend. Okay, had a big gap down on earnings. IBM is known to do that. Look what it did right here. Gap down, came back up, and just resumed its downtrend. Okay, same thing I'm looking for right here. All right, may have a little bit more juice in the tank, but I don't think IBM has too much more. A couple more. Guess I need to learn how to type the ticker in right. HESS, you got a doji candle right here. Watching this one to see what it does. You had a very strong down move here. Looks like it might be at about 50%. I always like to watch these things when they hit that 50% retrace mark. That's only a 38%. Anyway, I'm watching this one, and the 50% is basically at some resistance right here. Okay, so if this one decides it wants to keep going, watch it to try and push on up to about 48. But it's already made a nice move back. Looks like, yeah, this one could still keep going. Okay, I like for this one to actually push on up towards 48. Anyway, just keep that one on watch. One more, Monsanto. Okay, Monsanto, I don't know the news. I'd have to go in and look. Also do your DD. But Monsanto closed at the highs today. I mean, that's a wicked move right there. I would be looking for some continuation on this one tomorrow. So look at some of the options activity and see what it did. One thing, yeah. Anyway, that's what I have on watch. There was some options activity going on in data, DATA. I'm gonna be doing a video on that sometime soon. What I'm looking for in unusual options activity, but some put buyers gave that one away. Tried to see if I could find anything on LinkedIn. I didn't see anything on that one because it was just too much. And looks like that's pretty much all I have, guys. Anyway, that's the watch list. Always send me an email, write to me on YouTube, catch me on Twitter at moneyflip with 2 P's. Anyways, catch you tomorrow. Good luck. Happy trading. Peace.